Certainly, in the case of Thailand, you could argue that if you were a exporter earning revenues in US dollars, you would actually be hedging if you took out a loan in US dollars, because the source of your income ultimately is US dollars, or rather the currency of your income is US dollars, and in that sense, you would actually be hedged. It's not possible to be completely hedged, because if you're operating in Thailand, you're paying, Thai workers, right? So you're paying wages in baht, and if you have a factory, then you pay for your land in baht. You're paying property taxes, utilities, and so on in Thai baht. But you can, work out essentially some sort of ratio to balance it out, and say that, well, we have a certain amount of baht exposure, and so it makes sense to keep some liabilities. Well, actually, if all your assets are in dollars, then you would actually try to have as many liabilities in dollars as possible. So you would try to minimize the baht exposure. But if you're operating in Thailand, there's no way you can have no baht exposure. Likewise, in Indonesia, if you are selling out of Indonesia, if you're exporting, for example, a crude palm oil, for example, you can't run away from the fact that you're earning in dollars. Fortunately, a lot of your import costs, a lot of your costs are also in dollars, because you're importing fuel, for example, and fertilizer. And if you're importing that from abroad, then you're paying US dollars. So, there's actually then some degree of internal hedging, but you, of course, still have some Indonesian rupiah liabilities because of the plantation workers and so on and so forth. But if you're a domestic company and you're retailing, so in extreme case, for example, if you were, if you were selling, let's say, mosquito coils or cigarettes, right, that were entirely produced in Indonesia with Indonesian labor and so on, and you took out a US dollar loan, then I would say that seems to be a recipe for a significant mismatch, which essentially has no hedge, and so you will have a problem if the currency depreciates.